in my valley. But the good news is this: if I've got great victory on the mountain of God, God can break through and give me great victory in my valleys. Come on, that's worth at least a that that's worth at least a week, amen. I guess sometimes you get what you ask for. Come on. I said if you've got great victory on the mountain of God, God can release great victory to you in your valleys. Boy, that was spontaneous. Let me kind of come in for an emergency landing. I ask you again, have you gotten anything out of all of this? The year was, I think, 1977. I just finished a pastor's conference in northern Mexico, and they took me to the airport at Monterrey, Mexico, and I was to fly from there to the city of Tijuana, where my wife at that time was going to pick me up. We lived in San Diego. Beautiful day, sunny, bright. Miracle number one was the plane left on time. As we flew across Mexico, we were to make a stop in the city of Chihuahua. As we got to Chihuahua, there was a violent summer thunderstorm with lightning and hail. And as we landed, the plane got caught in a downdraft, a down shear. And suddenly, 69 passengers on board, the plane crashed and killed 39 out of the 60 people on board. I'm telling you, the sound of the people screaming as they burned to death echoes in my ear to this minute. The plane was spinning 360 degrees. We weren't even on the runway. Overhead bin flew open and a briefcase hit me in the head. I was stunned. And when the plane stopped, I was amazed that I was still alive, and I staggered to the front door, and the hostess was screaming in panic. The door, la puerta, no se quiere abrir, la puerta, no se quiere abrir. The door won't open, the door won't. In the impact of the crash, the mechanism in that door had snapped. And we were sealed in. I can't explain it on the level of the natural. I can't explain it on the level of the valley. You'll see in a minute how I can explain it on the level of the mountain. By the way, I need to tell you, I began praying in the Spirit. And I didn't care that there were unbelievers present either. And as I reached out to touch the door, though it was absolutely jammed, that door opened. It just sprang open. I jumped out of that. It was a jump because the wheels weren't even on the plane. I jumped out and I looked. I said, "Feet, do your duty." And I ran several hundred yards, I don't know how far, just in time to turn around and see that airplane go up in flames. And I laughed and I cried at the same time. I wept because I knew there were people still in that airplane. One woman I never will forget, with a probably 2 or 3 month old baby in her arms, gone. But I also laughed as I raised my hands in the air. And I said, "God, as long as you give me life and breath, I'll crisscross the United States and I'll go around the world and I'll proclaim the goodness of God in the land of the living." Several months after that accident, I was in a church, I believe in Los Angeles area. A woman comes to me and says, "Where were you?" And she named the exact moment of that crash. I didn't have to guess where I was. I said I was. She said, that explains it. She said, at that very moment, I was standing at the kitchen sink, getting ready for dinner. And she said, the Holy Spirit came upon me and said, pray for Rick. She said, it wasn't just a simple suggestion. She said, it was so overpowering that I went into the bedroom and I prostrated myself and I prayed in the Spirit for the next 15 or 20 minutes. And then that spirit of intercession lifted. Isn't it interesting? Somebody says, what a coincidence. You believe that if you want. I believe I am here today as a result of that woman's prayer. I believe it's like dropping a stone into a puddle and the ripples go out and out and out and out and out and out. And as they do, they, if you please, have made waves. I believe that woman's prayer has made waves. And everybody that's gotten saved through this ministry and all of those intervening, 33 years is it? From 77 to now, is that 33 years? Yeah. Everybody that's gotten saved under this ministry in the last 33 years are the result of that woman's prayers. I don't know about you. That makes me want to go to the mountain of God. Makes me want to pray. Makes me want to live in a dimension that's higher than the dimension on which I ordinarily find myself. Anybody here say, yeah, that's me. I'm a candidate for that. Close your eyes. Lift your head before God. Maybe even lift your hands. I don't know if you remember the song, but if you do, let's sing it. I'm pressing on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day, still praying as I'm onward bound. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Lord, lift me up and let me stand by faith on heaven's tableland, a higher plane than I have found. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Lord, that's exactly what's in my heart, and I believe in the heart of my brothers and sisters in this place. Lord, we're content with Jesus. We're satisfied with Jesus and all that he's done for us, but God, we want more. We want a higher place, a higher dimension. Now, Father, I've preached what I believe you've given me to preach today. And all I can do now is pray, Holy Spirit, come. Holy Spirit, rest on your people individually today and cause us to begin an upward climb. Some of us live in valleys, some of us live part way up that mountain, but none of us yet are at the top. And I pray that you'd cause us to move into that higher dimension. Just release the prayer language all over this auditorium. Tarishava Mara.